You're damn right. Alright, quick update and toy cash registers here. What do we got? I haven't even looked at the freaking tweet. It's not a tweet, it's a post. Haven't even looked at it. Alright, so this is like the two sides of it. We also have two displays. A little baby arm. And then the printer that goes in the top there. And 10 buttons. Okay. So I mean, this boy is just getting cut in half, right? It's six across. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 across. The 10 buttons and the 2 edges. Yes, you get cut. Okay. So you get cut in half. That's fine. Okay. 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 I need a riveter. That's what we're working on here. So first things first. First things first. I need you I think I want you leaving. I think I want you... Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I think I want you to leave. I think that's number one. And then number two is going to be... That's 1 and 2. You know what, A? You know what, A? Just fucking bail. You just completely bail. And then C. I don't think I can put that. Yeah. No way that was going to work. And I don't think I can put the B in here either. But I think a B3 is going to be my... Yeah. Didn't think so. Okay. B3 does that. Perfect. Now... C2 should be enough. A will have needed to do a shove at some point. But how far did I really want A to go? Not that far. I think I want that to be an A6. Like that. And now these are in place. Those are all beautifully in place. And I might be able to have a riveter there. No, I don't think that's what we want to do. No, we're going to need... C's going to have one more. And I think A is going to have one more. And have a... You know what it's called. The welder. The fucking welder. In that position. So yeah, let's do A7 and C3. Okay, so all that's happened. And I believe we're going to add, like I can't have this here, but I can move it down one. And you can be an A double instead. So that when the C shove happens, they're in line again. Okay. I think that's how that's going to go. Where... So I want... No, I think I want this the other way. Where do I want to create these buttons? So I can either create one row and rivet it on, then pull it down one. No, can't pull it down because the rivet is there. That doesn't work. Where... The top gets cut off too, doesn't it? No. No, there's like one piece that's left, isn't there? It's 1, 2, 3 for the cutter, and 1, 2, 3 for this. So there is one little bit of this that stays. That's weird. That's gonna be strange. I don't know how we're gonna handle that exactly, but I mean, obviously I can create the buttons anywhere if I want to use a shitload of area. But that's not what I want to do. So how? I feel like the right thing to do to do is D1, D minus 3. Right? What am I going to do with this guy? There's some loud dogs. I hope you guys aren't hearing that. No, you can definitely hear that. I'm gonna close this window. Hopefully that'll help. Okay. Now. And then here I am just sitting in silence again because I'm not really sure what to do. Not really sure what to do. This one little extra bit has really got me concerned. I'm not gonna lie. guess I just have to kind of make this outside. As much as I kind of hate to do it, feels like the thing to do, doesn't it? E. One more. Like that's that. And then I gotta just add a bit of track and do E plus 1, E minus 1. I'm gonna have you leave. I just feel like you're gonna have to, so we might as well. That's just how I feel. And then at some point, I'll also add in an F2. D comes back. D2. Nice. Okay, I can live with that, right? It's a way to get that out. Okay, now I see something. I see something. Copy for D minus 2. E. Yeah, we can have an E1. And then, can I like control click? No. There's that whole thing. Okay. And then it's going to be an E flip. E plus 1 E flip. But in the meantime, D, you need to 5. You need to D5, huh? So that's all happened. And then E plus 2. And that'll get us a rivet. Wow. That is quite stunning. Quite stunning. If they complain about the orientation of this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Can I just for safety's sake? I mean, that looks the same. That looks the same to me. Okay, so we've got all that then. I think I want to do this with a grab and then another flip. To kind of get myself back where we belong. I think I'm going to do D minus 8 and D. Yeah, I think that's all good enough. And then I'm pretty sure I just want to E3 at this stage. Just get this out of there. I'm not 100% sure where this is going to go in, but I'll figure it out. Okay. I do think I'm going to need a welder here. But more importantly, this comes back. Like this would already happen by now. Yeah, I think that's the secret. That's the secret, huh? It needs to be G minus 3. And then G plus 6. It's not going to be enough, though. That is not going to be enough. Where did G start? G started there. Okay, does it have to? No. No, it does not. So G lives there. G doesn't need to be so stretched out then. G can live up here. Okay. G3, G minus 1. G3 again. No, don't grab it, you dummy. And then a very quick G minus 6. Bam. That's how that's going to work. Well, except it didn't work. This needs to be a +4. This needs to be -7. And D, you need to fucking have moved a long, long time ago. 2, 4, 6, 8. D, fucking get the fuck out of here, my dude. Okay, so that's that. This welder is a problem. That welder can't be there, but I feel like I'm gonna want it there. So there's more space on the G. So I can move that over 1 to get this riveter to be part of it. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, way back here. Like, yeah, way back here. Can I have F-1, F+1, and then some big boy. And H -3. And then I think I just want to go like +3. Well, yeah, it's cheaper to do it this way. Another H +3. I think that's all I really want for now. And then can I move this riveter down 1, maybe U down 1 as well? Make that a G. Make that a G4. But at some point, right there, I think. Okay. No, I think I want it here instead. Yeah. Two, 4, 6, 8. Why did I think this would work? Okay, come on. It's gonna be like a D6 instead. And then it's gonna be fucking I2. Well, no, it will be a D1, but it's also gonna be an I2. minus 2, while D goes plus 2. Fuck. That actually happened. Okay. Okay. And then here, go fucking one more. Wow, D also goes one more. Ah, fuck. Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can work with this. Okay. Now, G minus 2, G minus 1, G2. Everything except this. Everything except for that. So we figure out this last step. I think this is easy. I think this is easy. Welder here. Just a long pissin' time ago. A got out of the fucking way. And then C. U. Give me back to the beginning. Thank you. C. You're one back. Okay. And then that failed for some reason. Okay, hold up. It is still C -1. B does its thing. C3. C1. And then it should just be C -2 to end it. It's this thing. It's that fucking thing. I know it is. Yep. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay. Now. I'm going to try to just add a D flip in here. It's still very wrong. I knew it. I knew this piece was going to fuck me. I knew it. Oh my god. Okay, forget about the D flip. Let's do an F flip in here. Okay, something went wrong. Thank fucking Christ. Okay, we just needed to add an F flip on there. Okay, to get that facing the right way, which I was worried about. I did, like, I called that out as I was doing it, that might be a thing. And it was a thing. So I don't feel angry about that one. But yeah, this piece is facing up and towards us. And then, without moving, it goes, that spare piece goes the whole way down here. And so it's facing this way, but the buttons get flipped over. So you end up having the top and back of the button welding to the top and front of this. So when that flips back, this is upside down, which is fine and fair. Let's do a talk through. This one is a bit complicated. We're going to start with D, just shoving this up, getting rid of the corners, and then pulling it back down to get rid of the centerpiece. While this is going on, E is just shoving out buttons. Just shoving buttons, shoving buttons. Move the completed buttons down, boom, buttons done. E doing buttons is easy. A is just taking a display and putting it in position. In fact, I don't think A ever has to do that. Delete. I don't think that changes anything. E just move that over there. C. Well, B actually moves the little arm over one so that it can get riveted onto this display. And then C will pull that up while B shoves in the credit card reader. And then the credit card reader gets riveted to the arm. So we have this whole thing happening. Meanwhile, D makes these cuts and pulls that left side of the register the whole way over. F is going to flip this over so it's facing the right direction. And then, well, it's already pushed it out to help it get out of there. D is going to go back and get it while E makes his buttons. So B is now taking the flipped piece, putting it in place while E is still constructing buttons. F has come back and will move one on its track so that H can grab the right side of the register. That's beautiful scenes. D is going over. What did you do that for, D? Why did you go over there? There's literally no reason for D to do that. You can just -5, right? -5, D. Well, no, that did break. Well, no. There, delete that, and then -5. Yeah, I don't know why D went over there. I don't understand. I probably was doing something else earlier, and I changed it, and then didn't get all the kinks out. E finally moves the buttons down, does a flip, and then moves the whole structure down so that that spare piece gets riveted onto the buttons. Alright. A just gets out of the way. Actually, that never has to happen because you never extended this time. E goes back to get itself in line. Does a flip. Can you go back twice? What happens if you go back twice and then flip? H shoves the side piece up, gets out of the way, while E shoves the whole buttons down to where G can grab them. And now D and G both moving. Again, this is one of these things, like, is this where G starts? Has G done anything to this point? I don't think so. So G's done nothing to this point? No, you haven't. Okay, this is fine. D. Okay, so instead we're going to do D plus 8. D plus 8. G is going to start over here. Well, now that's not looking right, is it? No. Change that back. Change that back to +6. Sorry, I feel like I saw something I didn't actually see. G4. I probably still can make it work. The eye needs to do this little shove. And I could probably still make that work. But it wouldn't really save me any time. So I apologize for all that. Yeah, E shoves it down. D and G both move over together. G's now getting itself out of the way while I pushes this right side in line. I will get itself out of the way while G goes over to get the cash register, the drawer. D will now finish shoving the right side into place while G brings the drawer the whole way back. Boom. They get riveted together. Beautiful. And now D gets out of the way while G also moves itself into position. G extends. G shoves it down one so the drawer can be riveted to the buttons. Now we have that connection. G gets itself out of the way, out of its own way, moves into final position, So we can shove the whole apparatus up too, which will rivet the credit card arm display bit onto the rest of it. And then finally, C will grab all of that bit and pull it up to the secondary display. And we are done. And I'm probably the first person to do it because it literally, the notification came in as I was filming the last episode. So this is solved less than an hour after I posted. And yeah, so I'm probably the very first person to do it. And so, yeah, I'm the best in the world at what I do. Thank you. Take care.